It is the FN College Countdown. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Tyler Pyburn of The Pulse. Now, we're here talking with Todd DeVries of College Football Geek. Todd, we're going to break down the top 10. It's a little early. It's spring. How did you come up with this list so far?
It's never too early. Come on now. It's April. The season's, 5 months away. We're always ready to rock and roll here. 365 days a year.
All right, let's do exactly that then. Let's rock and roll ourselves. Let's go through your top 10. I'm going to call them out. You tell me why we're actually putting these guys where they happen to be landing. So let's start with number 10 at West Virginia. What do you like about them?
Hey, they make the move from the Big East to the Big 12, and who could forget their big bowl win last year against Clemson, Orange Bowl, 70 points, Tyler. They hung on Clemson. That raises some eyebrows. All the skill guys are back, potent offense. I think they're going to make a big splash in the Big 12 this year.
All right, let's take a look at Arkansas. Obviously, a lot of interesting things going on with them and their head coach, or lack thereof.
Yeah, well, full disclosure, I put them here at number 9 before the Bobby Petrino Motorcycle Club scandal rocked all of Fayetteville, right? They return a lot of talent, and their two toughest games are at home. Both LSU and Alabama, their only two losses from a year ago, come to Arkansas. Home field advantage. Quarterback is back, Tyler Wilson. They get their stud running back, Nile Davis, who missed all of last year. Watch out for the Hogs.
Now at number 8, you've got Georgia in there, obviously taking some interesting strides last year, but still, they're in the SEC. It's never easy.
Hey, they returned 15 starters. Quarterback Aaron Murray, one of the best in the conference, is back. The running back's back. All the skill guys are back. And the schedule makers were kind. They get to avoid Arkansas, LSU, and Alabama this year. Gotta love that in the SEC.
All right, let's move over to the ACC. And at number 7, you have Florida State, FSU, the Noles. Jimbo Fisher, he's there. What do you like about them?
Well, last year they had a lot of high expectations, right? And they kind of fell flat on their face out of the gate. Started 2-3. Injury to E.J. Manuel, their star quarterback, had a lot to do with that. But then they rattled off 7 out of 8, beat Notre Dame in the bowl game, return everyone back. They're going to reload, and I think that they will dominate the ACC this year.
All right, friend or foe, you can go ahead and call him friend or fraud, really, if you will. Number 6, we've got Michigan. Denard Robinson, you've got Hoke at the helms. What do you like about them?
Hey, this was the year Michigan was supposed to make their national return to prominence. Not last year. They were a year ahead last year. They won 11 games, and Denard Robinson's back, year 2 in the system, the offensive system. I like their chances in a watered-down Big Ten. I think they're going to roll through the Big Ten and find themselves in another BCS bowl game.
Now, you said Denard Robinson is back like it's a good thing. The guy's a great runner, but he can't throw the ball downfield. I'm going fraud on this one.
You're going fraud? No. Denard Robinson, the most dynamic playmaker in the game. 3rd and 12. He extends the play. He'll run, scoot around the corner for 20 yards or break it big for 60. Most dangerous player in the game. Defenses have to account for him. Again, another full off season in Hoke's system. They've got a star running back now they can lean on in Fitzgerald Toussaint. He's got his wide receivers back. Yeah, he'll never be a great pocket passer, but he doesn't need to be. Denard Robinson's going to be right there for the Heisman Trophy this year. He's going to be right in the top 5 for that coveted award.
All right, well, I'll just talk to you in about a year when I'm laughing at you, and then we'll call it even. I'll buy you beer. Let's talk about number 5, Oregon, the Ducks this year. Obviously losing a couple guys, but they still have speed, right?
They're the most dangerous team in America. It's all about speed. Even the uniforms kind of exude speed, right? Those silver helmets. They lose their star quarterback. They lose their star running back. No worries. They've got plenty of depth. And, they have a showdown game against USC, who you might see later in this countdown, late in November, which could determine the Pac-12. But they're always a dangerous team. Look for them to make another run at the Rose Bowl this year.
A little foreshadowing indeed. Let's go ahead and jump to number 4, and let's take a look at Oklahoma. What do you think about Okies?
Well, Oklahoma, another disappointing team last year. They were the preseason number 1 by most everyone's poll, and they kind of fell flat on their face, really limped to the finish line, had a couple key injuries that played a big part in that. Landry Jones decided to return, their quarterback. A lot of people thought he was going to go to the NFL. A lot of players are back. A lot of starters are back. And they get back old defensive coordinator Mike Stoops, brother of head coach Bob. He was the architect of their defense when they won the national title in 2000.
Okay, you talk about national title and national championship games. Let's talk about Alabama. Obviously losing quite a few, but they still got a quarterback at the helms, right?
Absolutely. And, down in Tuscaloosa, they don't rebuild, they reload. Sure, they only have 4 returning starters on defense, but a couple years ago after they won their other national title, they only returned 2 defensive starters, still were able to manage 10 wins that season. Look for more of the same this year. No Trent Richardson, no problem. Eddie Lacy will fill in just fine there at the running back position. A.J. McCarron at quarterback. The Tide are strong. They're going to be right in the hunt all season long.
Okay, drum roll, please, because everybody wants to know this moment right now. Who's 2? Who's 1? You've got number 2, LSU. Number 1, USC. Give me the thought process in this one.
All right. Well, some will argue that LSU at the quarterback position, it might be a case of addition by subtraction with Jarrett Lee and Jordan Jefferson matriculating on. Now they've got the young stud Zach Mettenberger who's going to fill in their place, but they're going to have to bring him along a little bit slowly so he's ready for that gauntlet in October and November in the SEC. Now, USC, they returned the best quarterback in the country. Matt Barkley shocked everyone by deciding to come back for another year. He's the best quarterback in the country.
You just like him because he's got blonde hair. I know what your thought process is on this one. Don't give me that.
I don't know about that. But Barkley returns. He has the best tandem of wide receivers in the entire country, Robert Woods, Marquise Lee. And they have the intangible on their side, Tyler. Think about it. The revenge factor is definitely in play here. They were the hottest team in the country last year, but were not able to play in the Pac-12 title game, not able to play in a bowl game because of some previous transgressions. You can bet your bottom dollar all off season they're going to hear about that. They're going to be ready to rock and roll. The schedule sets up favorably for them. I think they're going to be in that national title game on January 7th in the Orange Bowl.
All right, that right there, folks, is the FN College Countdown. Remember, we love to hear from you and give us your thoughts, especially give Todd DeVries your thoughts. For Todd, I'm Tyler Papa of the Pulse Network. This has been the FN College Countdown.